Hey guys, so I wanted to do a quick update video about something I've been noticing in my life recently, and that is that I am happier. And that's kind of interesting because I don't feel there's any real reason I should be happier. Like, I'm not in a relationship, I've been single for a long time and kind of had this on again, off again thing with this guy, lots of breakups. It was very stressful and sad. But despite all that, I've just been feeling really, really good. And by really good, I mean just more cheerful. And sometimes I'll just smile for no reason. And it just makes me realize that, I was not really what you would call a cheerful person before. I was more an intense person. I would kill someone if they told me to smile. I would just be like, what do I have to smile about? But now I'm kind of just not really, but you get the picture. And so I've been thinking about what is the reason? And I started coming up with this theory. I was just like, I really feel this is the reason. So basically my theory is that I was just a person who is very stubborn in a way. Like, I just like what I like, and I just know when I don't like other things. So I hated school so much, growing up, and my parents, they forced me to just go to school every day. I honestly think that caused me I have post-traumatic stress disorder from those days because I just have all these memories of just literally despising my entire life and day, which seems really shallow because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people had a lot bigger problems and what they would have killed to be in school. Like, yeah, but for me, I really think it wasn't good for me to be in a school I was. It was just it really caused me a lot of intense suffering, and I became a really unhappy person. Also, because I was kind of getting picked on at school, I didn't have any friends, so it was just a very isolating, lonely experience for me. So yeah, I think I just got very scarred by that, and I kind of had this negative view of people and this negative view of life, thinking I had all these attitudes, no one's gonna like me, and I don't get along, I don't play well with others, and all this stuff. And so I think it took my new job as a dancer. And that's where I first started noticing I was happier because when I'm there, I'm like, this is weird. I'm smiling for 8 hours straight. This is so not me. And I was kind of this almost feels like a completely different person. I don't have this capacity to be this happy. But I honestly feel that has seeped into the rest of my life. And it has changed me on a fundamental level. And my theory is that it's like a emotional bank account. As they say in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, that self-help book. Basically, all the negative experiences in my life, it took out a lot of money from the emotional bank account, and my account was severely withdrawn, and I was in debt. And it wasn't until I had a sufficient amount of positive experiences that I could reach equilibrium again and start feeling happier. And I feel that now, almost like I was deficient in, vitamin D, and then I supplemented it with a megadose, and now I'm better again. I feel like these happy experiences um, were deposited in my emotional bank account until I am healed. And I'm healed from my stress and my feelings that life is not that great, because I supplanted it with all these other positive experiences where I'm like, no, you know what? Life is like really, really fun. So it's just got me feeling like happier overall. And certain things too, like when I used to break up with somebody, it would devastate me for years, honestly. At least a year, if not 2 years. Um, and now when I break up with someone, I have just a different attitude. I'm just like, you know what? I don't want to say plenty of fish in the sea because that's so annoying, but it's just like, there's other people out there. There's a lot of other people out there who are very interesting, and I'm going to have interesting experiences in the future. And, I'm going to have like so many interesting nights and first dates, and I'm going to meet someone that I really like connect with. So I just have like a much more positive view on things, and I really believe that it's because I've had so many positive experiences lately. And actually, I was reading this book, Medical Medium, which was recommended in the book Vegan Fruitarians. And I downloaded on my Kindle, and basically, it's this guy who believed he was gifted by spirit, i.e., God, with the gift of understanding people's like mystery illnesses, and like a lot of people go to him as like this medical psychic for help, but he actually gives like really rational sounding advice, and he basically tells people to heal with like a fruitarian diet. So I'm like, well, you can't really go wrong with that because it's like so amazing for healing anything, because health, like as natural hygiene people say, it's like you become healthy and then your body heals like whatever it needs to heal. So anyway, yeah, medical medium. Oh yeah, he has a chapter on depression, and in it he kind of says the same thing that I was thinking, that like you need to have like as many positive experiences as you possibly can to cancel out the negative experiences you had, which are causing your depression. So yeah, that just got me thinking, like, what else can I do? Like, how much more fun can I have? And, isn't that's a good way to think, really? Because one year I started thinking like that after going to this self-help program that was all about, like, the power of pleasure and fun in your life. And, like, I had one of the happiest years of my life. But this is another one of the happiest years of my life. And I think it's honestly the happiest year in my life. Even though, I don't really have like that much to speak of. It's just I'm really happy that I followed my dreams, and I just feel like I have new attitudes about life. Like for example, I used to have this attitude of being very like closed off and afraid to show my emotions. And now I just realized like that's completely stupid and it was completely ineffective, and the most important thing is just to be like as open and honest and vulnerable, and just let it all out, because you're just wasting your time if you don't. And when you think about it, like, do you want to die without being yourself and telling the truth and just sharing what you have inside? No. So I just feel like it's so much more healthy attitude, and just everything is changing. And I really feel it's because I've had so many positive experiences at my new job, and I feel I only had those positive experiences because I followed my my desire, my dream, my goal, something I knew deep down would make me happy, but I was like really afraid and really nervous, but I tried it and I followed it, and that just gave me like this huge burst of, like, I remember when I did it, I just felt like the dams of my life, like I just felt so stagnated in my life and like stuck. I just feel like the dams broke, and just all of a sudden I was in the flow of life again. And it was like this incredible feeling, and I just knew I was going to be like so much happier from then on. So if you guys have like a desire or dream that you're afraid to do or afraid to tell anyone, just know like you have to do it. Like, do whatever it takes. And the way I did it was I strengthened myself through rejection practice, which you can comment below if you want to know more. I have some videos about it. but maybe I'll do another one. But yeah, just make sure you do your dream, because your dream knows what's gonna make you happy. Like I don't know how I knew, but my body and my subconscious mind somehow knew that this would be fun for me. This would be right for me and this would heal me. And it did. And I feel like finally I just have this new attitude where I'm not like, I don't think of myself as like this depressed person. I just feel like ready to live a new life where I'm happier. So yeah, I hope that made sense, and let me know what you guys thought if you watched to the end. That would be amazing. I doubt anyone did, but if you did, just say hi, and thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.